3 miles below the surface, the weight of the ocean extinguishes not just light, but time itself. Here, in the crushing stillness of the abyss, a lone emissary of light makes its deliberate descent. Its fragile beams cut a fleeting cone into an endless void, a temporary wound in the absolute dark that has reigned for millennia.
The only measure of progress, the only companion in the descent, is the sterile, rhythmic ping of sonar, a mechanical heartbeat in a realm where biology has long ceased to matter. This is not a journey of simple discovery, but a slow, reverent pilgrimage into eternal night.
It is an approach to a sacred space, a domain where pressure, darkness, and the profound indifference of the ages have forged their own silent, unassailable kingdom, patiently waiting for this single, fleeting visitor. Then, out of the blackness, a shape materializes. Not a feature of geology, but a vast, unnatural plain stretching beyond the ROV's lights.
This is the flight deck. What was once a thundering stage for roaring aircraft, a platform of immense power and precise order, now lies in absolute silence. It has become a barren underwater meadow, blanketed in a fine silt that has fallen like snow for decades. The command tower, the ship's brain, emerges from the gloom, leaning in ruin.
Its shattered glass portals, once scanning the skies for threats, are now blinded eyes staring blankly into the dark. Nearby, the barrels of anti-aircraft guns point upward, frozen in a final, defiant salute. They are no longer weapons, but artifacts, skeletal structures slowly being consumed by coral, monuments to a conflict that ended generations ago. This is the first glimpse of the vessel's immense scale and the totality of nature's patient, inevitable reclamation.
The ROV advances past the leaning island, its lights probing the dark geometric cavities of the superstructure. The focus now shifts from the ship's external, silent silhouette to its internal purpose, the very reason for its existence. We glide into the immense hangar bay, a vast, dark cathedral where the steel wings of war were once stored. It is a cavern of echoes where the constant roar of engines and the shout of deck crews has been replaced by an oppressive, pressurized hush. Here the broken frames of Hellcat fighters and Avenger torpedo bombers lie in contorted piles, their forms barely recognizable under the thick, suffocating shroud of silt. They are not aircraft, but the fossils of great steel birds that will never fly again, their aluminum skins peeling back to reveal skeletal ribs. Nearby, in the ship's armory, the weapons bay lies cracked and silent. Torpedoes, once brimming with thousands of pounds of destructive force, still sleep soundly in their racks. Their casings are thick with rust and blossoming coral, their violent potential long ago surrendered to the deep sea. The mechanisms of destruction have become static exhibits, their power neutralized by decades of cold. These instruments of a global conflict now serve only as silent, immovable monuments to time. From the cold chambers of war, the light now penetrates the spaces of life. The exploration moves beyond the machinery of conflict to find the fragile, human traces left behind by the crew. The ROV glides into the galley, a space once defined by clatter and warmth, now a still life of decay. Rusted pots and pans lie scattered, half buried in drifting silt, while overturned tables and benches sit waiting for diners who will never return. It is a spectral banquet, frozen at the moment of interruption. But it is in the sleeping quarters where the true weight of the loss settles.
The camera lingers on the endless rows of empty steel bunks, stacked like the ribs of a fallen beast. Fish weave slowly through the bare frames, their metallic surfaces softened by algae. And then a singular, profoundly unsettling detail emerges from the seabed. A lone shoe, half buried in the mud. It is not a weapon, nor a piece of the ship, but an intimate, personal relic.
This single, mundane object serves as the most powerful and unsettling reminder of the hundreds of lives that inhabited this steel vessel, connecting a forgotten past to the present with startling clarity. From the vessel's human heart, the ROV now ascends toward its frozen mind. We enter the nerve center, the control rooms and communications post that once processed the complex, high-speed reality of a carrier at war. Here, time itself appears to have congealed.
Dials are locked at their final readings, their needles pointing to a specific, forgotten moment. Shattered radar screens, once alive with the electronic pulse of the ship's senses, are now blank and silt-covered. Wires and relics of command dangle from the bulkheads, drifting gently in the current like the strands of a dead nervous system. These chambers, once crackling with signals, coded messages, and the urgent voices of command, now contain only a profound, pressurized quiet.
The intricate machinery of strategy and communication has been silenced, and the rooms that once held the ship's consciousness now hum only with the deep, cold whisper of the abyss. We pull back from the intimate, claustrophobic spaces, allowing the ROV's lights to cast a wider, more conclusive beam. The camera glides along the massive warped plates of the lower deck, a cathedral of bent steel and drifting silt. As the light scans the hull, faint, ghostly letters emerge from the corrosion and marine growth. USS Hornet. It is a ghost's signature, the final, definitive confirmation of this sleeping giant's identity. The view settles on the broken stern, a colossal scar where the ship was torn apart, and the giant propellers, their immense bronze blades locked in silence. Here, the vessel rests, a 2-acre monument of steel, keeping its long, silent watch in the eternal dark, as if it still remembers its fall.